Hi everybody, welcome to this second installment of the Fupdate. I said I might do these and people were seemed kind of up on the idea, so I thought, well, I'll give it another shot. This time I'm filming this with a proper camera because my webcam decided it's a Microsoft webcam and I used it with the camera app in Windows 10 and it decided to crap out on me. Well, I couldn't adjust the autofocus, I couldn't turn it off in the app. So I don't know. I'm using a proper camera now. I've got this, so why not use it? Let's see how this goes with the microphone. I don't know. We'll see. What's been happening? It's been today's been a horrible day, to be honest. Now that screen turns off. Wonderful. It's back on. It's been a horrible day. So I'm drinking a Scotch because I need that today. I'm drinking a wonderful 16-year-old Jura, which I got from my parents for my birthday, which is amazing, and it's helping me right now. You know these days when you're at work, you got to do something, you try the whole day to do it, and you can't because everybody comes in, you have to do other shit, you've got meetings, fucking things like that, and then at the end of the day, somebody comes in and like shits on you for not having done the thing that you wanted to do all day, which is brilliant. And because priorities have been shit. Well, that's been my day, but shit happens. Good Scotch helps. I can recommend that. So, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about Sword Coast Legends, which I tried. I'm going to talk about my Rhino X-55 HOTAS, which I got, and then I'm going to talk about Fallout 4 a little bit. I think that's it for now. I've been busy, as usual. But today, just before this, I played a little bit of Sword Coast Legends. I was part of a playtest, basically. I'm not writing about it, so I was just playing it. I haven't played the single player. I didn't even know it had a single player. I read some reviews and they didn't really mention that. So we just tried the multiplayer and it's quite horrible, to be honest. Well, it's not horrible, but it's not great. The game's very buggy. It feels like early access almost. I mean, you can't run it in full screen. It kind of really taxes. I mean, as I said before, just build a new gaming PC. This has a GTX 980 in it, which is a pretty fast card. And it's kind of really taxing that card. And it's like a Unity engine game. I think it's really weird. So weird. I mean, the card's still, like, my PC is still completely quiet because it's amazing. And I got like one of those really expensive Strix cards and, they make no sound at all. But still, it should be using that much resources. It's kind of, I don't know, it's what they want to do in multiplayer is basically you have one player who's a dungeon master and the other people are just, playing a quest the dungeon master designs. And then he can actually, in the game, he can do things, which seems to amount to just, like, if you kill monsters, he can give you stronger monsters. Our problem is we went in with 2 people, and I think the party size was max 4. We went in with 2 level 1 characters because we just started the game and like we died all the time. It's like fucking Dota. But in Dota, at least it's fun to die. This wasn't fun. So I don't know. Can't recommend that game right now. I'll still have to play the single player if that's better. I might talk about that in the future. I had said I wanted to do in the last video I said some streams, which I didn't mean streams because I don't think lots of people watch this, so I don't think a stream is worth it. What I meant was like just record gameplay, like, I don't know, let's play shit like everybody does, which I still might do. Currently I'm not, like, I want to do some this week, but it's just been mad at work. I didn't have time. I've got some stuff to do over the weekend. I'm actually working on Halloween on Saturday, which is weird, but I don't give a fuck about Halloween, so I don't care. But I won't have time to stream any. Let's stream again. Fuck it. To record any gameplay. But at some point I'll do. People asked me to do Elite Dangerous, which is awesome, which I've now played over 200 hours on Steam, and that's not counting all the hundreds of hours I put in before. Which, like, when I backed the game for £200. People say, "You're crazy, you're an idiot." And now I basically, I played over 200 hours. I meant more, but like, let's take the 200 hours from Steam. I basically paid $1 an hour, like a pound an hour, which is, I think, cool. It's a good game. I really like it. And talking about Elite Dangerous, one thing that's really upped my game was getting this HOTAS. This Rhino X-55 HOTAS, which is like €200, fucking expensive. That's the joystick. And then there's the throttle. And I had a Fly 5 from Saitek before, which is basically a joystick with a little throttle thing. And that you could play Elite with that, it worked well. But this is much better. I mean, the joystick is kind of standard fare. It's got like, well, not really. It's got a trigger. It's got like a pinky trigger. It's got like a special button here. It's got a button there. It's got a button there, and then it's got like 3 hats, and that's standard joystick stuff. It comes with different springs, so you can you can have more heft or whatever. You can take the spring out. But the really amazing thing, this has its own USB code, by the way, and then this has its own USB code as well. And this is amazing. The throttle is really cool. It's really hefty, and at first I thought, wow, this is really hard to push. But it's basically, I once was in I think it was it was an Airbus 319 simulator when they do actually flight training in, and this feels like the throttle they have in those. Really amazing. Then it has modes, like has toggles. It has like thingies, poties or whatever. It's got more toggles. It's got throttle. There are 2 buttons on the back of the throttle. There's an up-down thingy here. You can turn this. You can turn this, you can push it, you can turn this, you can push it, and there's 2 hats here. Ridiculous. It's got something here that currently doesn't do anything. You can take the throttle apart, like have 2 pieces, like if you do Flight Simulator and you have a 2-engine plane. It's got a fucking mouse nipple here. It's got a button there. It's ridiculous. And then it has 3 modes, so you could have 3 different layouts and then switch them, which is crazy. Because the amazing thing with this is I don't need the keyboard at all to play Elite now. I can put everything on here and the joystick. And the joystick's easy. I can remember this. I can't remember that. So I put like little sticky tape. You see that shit on there? So it tells me what everything is, because otherwise I'll fucking forget. This thing is awesome. This sounds crazy, but I'm a better pilot with this. Especially docking is really easy. See, I put the lateral thrusters and the up, down, whatever thrusters, everything on here. So I can just... It's amazing. It's really expensive, but it's amazing. One thing I figured out is it has 2 USB cords, and this is a well-known problem, depending on what USB ports on your board you plug it in, it doesn't get enough power. And it's really weird, because when it doesn't get enough power, it like randomly pushes buttons, which is really shit when you're in a system and you're targeting ships, and because in Elite you need to target them to look at them. So I'm like, at the moment I have a local security ship targeted just because I looked at it. And then the fucking HOTAS decides to fire a missile on the police ship, and I get a bounty on that. That was annoying. And then I had to figure out what the problem was, and I figured out thing doesn't get enough power. So you can, with lots of people say if you plug it in USB 3.0 ports, you know, the blue ones, gets more power. That worked for me. For other people, it's the other way around. They have to do the USB 2.0 ports or just switch them until, you know. What you actually can do is, especially on Windows 7, there's like, if you go in the device manager, you go to this universal generic USB hubs, which are the hubs on the board, and they have power saving. If you disable that, it could fix it. If nothing helps, I mean, for me, the USB 3.0 port fixed it. But if nothing helps, you can get a powered hub, plug it in. Apparently that works, you know, with external power. But it's worth it. This thing is awesome. I mean, there's one better HOTAS, I think, that's a Warthog, which is like metal and shit. But I mean, this is really good. I bought it. I bought the new PC, and then I was like all out of money. Basically, the finance minister said, you know, the chancellor of the exchequer, which in my household is the wife, said, no more buying shit. And then my fucking joystick broke. I was sitting there like on Thursday. I can't play Elite on the weekend. This is horrible. Yeah, then I got a special permit to buy this thing, which is 200 euros. And I'm indebted to my wife forever. But it was definitely worth it. Man, this new PC with like the graphics turned up on Elite and the card's not even text at all. Like, I played this weekend. I played more than 20 hours of Elite. It was amazing. It was good. Last weekend, whatever. That was fun. I can recommend that. Yeah, so that's the X-55. Great stuff. Works well with Elite. What else? The new gaming PC's been awesome. I don't even have games that can like fully. I tried The Witcher 3 briefly. I don't have time to play it right now, but I tried it just to look at the graphics, and they're amazing. And the game I'm really looking forward to, which if you know me, you know this, is Fallout 4. Comes out on the 10th. I already took the 10th, the 11th, the 12th off from work. So 3 days holiday just to play Fallout. Which for me is actually really modest because both when Fallout 3 came out and New Vegas, yeah, I study way too long at university. I was a student both times, and I think I skipped like a fucking semester because I would just not go to courses and just play Fallout. Like get up in the morning, go to the fridge, get a White Russian, sit on the couch in my underwear and play Fallout till like 2 o'clock at night, go to bed, get up, and do that for days. That was awesome. But now I'm not a student anymore, can't do that, really have to work. But I actually took time off, which is amazing. I'll be here in my underwear playing Fallout 4. I'll be like gone. I'll be off the internet probably for days. Really, 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 really looking forward to it. Fallout is, I mean, I like a lot of games, but comes pretty close to my favorite franchise. It's been amazing. I've actually been playing some Fallout 1, like the original Fallout again, because I haven't played it for ages. And that's weird. Like that really, I mean, if you compare it to games these days, they really don't hold your hand. Like back in the 90s, shit was hard. I'd forgotten this. Today it's like fucking pop-ups and like introductory quests and fucking QuickTime events, and every fucking character goes, you need to pick this up and do this, and that stick does this, and what the fuck. And, with that, you just died. They don't tell you anything. They're just like, I didn't know how bartering works anymore. Like, in a normal game, when you just give somebody, like, I want to sell a knife to somebody. So if you put the knife in their inventory and you get money automatically, well, in Fallout 1 you don't. You actually have to take bottle caps out of their inventory, and you have to take as many as you think the knife's worth, and then kind of really barter. They don't tell you how much it's worth. And I didn't do that at all. I just gave the knife away. I was like, fuck. I've completely forgotten how that works. But yeah, Fallout 4. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Yeah. And that's probably, I mean, there's a lot of games that are like on my buy list. GTA 5 I need for the PC. I haven't played Dragon Age Inquisition at all. But I really like, even if I own that now, I can play it. Don't have time. Currently I'm just basically playing Elite. Playing a bit of FIFA 16. I'm coaching Borussia Dortmund since Klopp's in Liverpool now. Jürgen. I'm doing that, which is kind of fun, but that's about it. And of course, when Fallout comes out, that'll eat like 2 or 3 complete months where I probably won't play anything. And then I'll probably start Elite again once the planetary landings come out. I can't wait. Videos look great. That reminds me, at some point I'm going to have to do a video on Star Citizen, I think. Everybody talks about this. And I've been talking about it on Twitter. I've made a lot of enemies on Twitter. You can lose a lot of followers if you retweet Derek Smart. But I kind of like Derek Smart. He's awesome. He's kind of like, he's my kind of guy. He just, he says what he thinks. He takes no prisoners. He just, if somebody messes with him, he just fucks them up. And he's been doing this since the 90s, I think. He's been constantly, I completely forgotten about the guy. I knew about him, like at the end of the 90s, I read, because I'm a space game nerd. I think I played a game of his back in the day, and it was pretty shit. But he's awesome. He is cool, and now I've rediscovered him. I'm retweeting him, and I actually did a lot of research on Star Citizen, like a lot of research, for some reason, which I haven't done anything with. But at some point, I'll have to do a video, and yeah, that's gonna be a special thing. It's probably gonna be an hour long, and you'll have to like take away in or something, because it's gonna be the rant of the century, and I can't do that. Today I was like at work, it was horrible. I was like through the roof like 3 times because things just pissed me off, and I think I'm getting too old for this shit. Like I could like feel like my blood pressure. I have like really chronic low blood pressure. So like in the morning, sometimes like my hands and my feet are like ice cold because there's no circulation going, which is actually good because of all the rants. Like if you ever listen to LO, I would have died of a heart attack by now. But it's getting worse. Like I can feel like it doesn't feel good. So I was like, oh God, I need to mellow, you know. You need to get some scotch, need to mellow. So I can't rant. Like if I start now, my head's going to explode and I would die. So I'm going to do that a day when I'm kind of mellow, and then it's going to be the fucking rant of the century. I think I really need to do that, to get that off my chest. Yeah. I think that's about it. That's about everything that's currently going on. Speaking of awesome people that take no prisoners, I want to give a shout out to Archie Luxury. If you haven't checked out Archie Luxury on YouTube, he's awesome. So me and my Seamaster Professional here. Oh, that looks like shit. My Seamaster Professional. Can't see that fucker. We say hello to Archie. Shout out. That's about it, I think. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. And yeah, maybe keep Star Citizen out of it. Like that. Well, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. But you might want to save your ammo for when I'm actually talking about that, because then you will want to. Like, if you like Star Citizen, you will want to kill me in the comments. So, you know, save that ammunition. And, yeah, I hope you like this kind of stuff. If you don't, seriously, go fuck yourself. There's about 1 trillion hours of video shit on YouTube. And a lot of it is more boring than this crap, which is hard to believe, but that's the way it is. So if you don't like this shit, go over there and watch the other crap. You know, seriously. That's about it. I'm Fab at FABSH, Foxtrot Alpha Bravo Sierra Hotel on Twitter if you want to harass me there. And yeah, see you later, fuckers. Oh man, good stuff.